this whole climate change, what's going on, and the green tech people should be educated and should know more about the sustainability. It should be like the now's trend. The more
Hey now, what's the buzz? Tech's evolving, it's all because we're shaping the world in every way. TechSculptics, baby, leading today. Every AI, crypto dreams, coding in the clouds, it's more than it seems. From Africa to
Welcome everyone to TechSculptics. This is the B to the E to the WNORY, Ben-Nori, also known as Benedict Ojobo. I'm your tech sculptor on TechSculptics. So today we have a very interesting guest, and we are going to be talking about something very interesting and fascinating, something that concerns every one of us, taking responsibility and ensuring that we do the right thing as it has to do with taking responsibility for the environment, as it were, as much as possible. Around the world, technology is shaping the future of sustainability. Yet, the real question isn't just how green our tech can be, but how human it remains. Today on TechSculptics, I'm joined by Nassima Dibbou, a business strategist and educator who bridges IT communications and customer experience to explore how innovation, education, and empathy can work together to build a truly sustainable future. Because sustainability isn't just about saving the planet, it's about redesigning the way we think, teach, and connect. So welcome, Nassima.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm Nassima, a tech sculptor.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for having me here. Yes, I am with the sustainability, and I really want to make a change in how the people think about this whole climate change, what's going on, and the green tech people should be educated and should know more about the sustainability. It should be like the now's trend. The more people talk about it, the more people are educated about it. So yeah, thanks a lot for having me here, and let's educate people.
Awesome. It's good to have you. And we're so excited that you joined us. And the first, I have a couple of questions, but the first part we're going to talk about, the question is related to human tech interface. You know, Nassima, your experience combines business, IT operations, and customer engagement. From that perspective, how do you see technology reshaping the way businesses approach sustainability, not just in what they produce, but in how they communicate and educate users about greener choices?
Yes, so technology is increasingly becoming the interface between a business's internal sustainability goals. It's not like just internal sustainability goals anymore. It's the users' daily decisions. So it becoming or it can help this technology can help the bridge become this gap between we are doing something green internally, and you, the user, can see and act on it. And on the investment strategies and the sides, so one mapping shows that 74% of public companies are planning to invest in sustainable companies in the future, in the coming year, especially from the 2026. And many customers, if I remember, 74%. I can send you the source later. 74% of the customers are willing to consume from companies, sustainable companies. They're willing to give up on non-sustainable things. So
Awesome.
I think that people are being educated a lot lately about sustainability, and they are knowing what's happening, especially with the climate change, and they see all the earthquakes and the weather that is changing a lot.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, climate change is actually something that we all need to start talking about. Like someone said something about like instead of you saying corporate social responsibility, he says we should say personal social responsibility instead. So now down to still education for sustainability mindset. You know, you have also been deeply involved in teaching and training. In your
Yeah.
view, what role does education play in driving a true sustainable culture, especially in regions or organizations where green tech is still as an extra rather than an essential?
So, education is not just like about teaching concept, but about building the mindset itself and the behavior values. Every individual should take action now. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just like about teaching; it's like having this skill and learning the. It should be like a daily habit, like recycling your things as a user or as a company or as an individual in this world should be like doing something for the environment. For example, as an individual normal one, I should be recycling my trash
Yeah,
instead of yeah.
exactly.
There is this this trick that I just knew lately, which is if you open the bottle, like all of it, that the upper
Cover.
cup
Yeah.
cover, yes, if you break it, it's not recyclable anymore. So guys, don't open it, all of it, just like a little bit, because it's not recyclable anymore. Yeah, so as an individual or as a company, companies should comply with the ESG and CSRD and should be more sustainable. And I'm gonna mention the paper business cards. Stop producing that, guys. Replace that.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's really true. Like everyone should take responsibility for the environment because it's our home. Like we have no other place to go. I know, yes, there are research and all that that people are trying to explore. Humans living in Mars and all
Yeah.
that, but that's not yet. Even if it's feasible, how many people can afford it? Like who can go on space and travel on the rocket and travel to another
Between
planet to
us,
go
I
and
don't think I
so
don't think
so
that's gonna
so the
happen.
earth the earth is only where we have for now, and we need to take care of it just like we take care of our bodies and we take care of everything that is ours personally. We have
Yes,
to also be
yes.
responsible for the environment where we live. It's very, very important and key. So now we'll just
Yes.
touch a little bit on innovation to impact. Now there's a growing wave of digital tools aimed at sustainability, from AI-driven carbon tracking to virtual green training platforms. Now, based on your experience integrating forward-thinking IT solutions, what kind of innovations do you think can make the biggest real-world impact in the next 5 years?
So, digital technologies like AI, big data, blockchain, the LOT are increasingly recognized in sustainability research, and and I would say by bibliometric review of like uh, almost like 1,500 articles from 1995 to 224 proved that so many um, founders, like companies, focus on digitalization and sustainability. So AI and sustainable development, blockchain and environmental tech are the tools, I would say.
Wow, wow, that's cool. So it's really interesting that we need to just be able to take some kind of initiative and as much as possible talk about solutions while highlighting apart from the business part in IT. Sometimes I used to wonder how does this, just like by the side, how does like all these IT companies, when you talk about using the internet, how does it increase carbon footprint? Can you share more on that?
Yes, of course. But can you reshape the question again?
Like all this, we talk about carbon footprint. How does like
Yes.
IT companies increase carbon footprint when it comes to um, sustainable development?
Yes. So, for example, I'm just gonna give the example of like printing
Yeah, yeah.
paper business cards. The more you print, the more I just learned this lately because I didn't know about it. Uh, they use a lot of water, like a
Mm,
lot of water and carbon to produce paper. So with just like one paper, there is a lot of
mm,
losses in the environment. And we should. That's why I actually, me and my co-founder thought about NFC Portugal to replace these paper business cards and have the NFC sustainable ecologic cards to replace these paper business cards. And it's like just with one tap you can save the person's contact, and you can um how can I say it? Like manage your team, track your engagement, even sell your products if you want, or services, all from like just a single digital profile. So you don't need a paper business card
wow.
to do that. It's like because I just see it like a black hole. Once you give it to someone, 88%, the science proved that 88% of the people who get the paper business cards don't use it. I myself never used any paper business cards except if it's like really, really important, and the person who gave it to me like really important. So I just see it really bad for businesses. It's a bad habit that we have over 100 years, and it's still not changing.
Yeah, and it's really very important because like I'm trying to recall like I read somewhere like to produce one is it one bundle or one sheet of paper, the amount of
Yes,
the weight of the
car
tree,
carbon.
it encourages deforestation because they use wood to produce paper, right?
Of course,
So
yes.
yeah, so it takes a lot of it encourages deforestation. It also uses up a lot of energy. Like you have to use heat and all those kind of stuff. So like you said, a lot of water have
Yes,
to be used maybe to cool the system or something and all those kind of stuff. And then
yes,
apart from that, the power that will be used and all those things. So it's a lot, and it's possible to as much as possible just deviate from that. I want you to tell us more about is it NFC NFC
NFC. Yes,
yeah,
it's the
NFC,
same.
NFC
Yes, it's
Portugal.
it's the same tool that the banks have. The NFC, like when you pay a distance, like you don't have. It's just like with it one tap. You don't
Okay.
need to scan a QR code or.
Okay, you just
And we
tap.
also have, yeah, like you grab the phone just
Okay.
behind the phone if you have Samsung or iPhones.
Yeah.
It works behind, but in each phone it can be like here or here.
Okay.
It depends.
Okay,
So
do you
yeah,
install it on the phone or how does it work?
no, the NFC exists in every phone. In any phone, we have
Okay.
the NFC. Even nowadays, we can pay with the phone, right?
Yeah.
So it's the exact thing. So that's what the NFC. And yeah, for the NFC Portugal, we do have the digital part and the physical part. So the physical part is the card itself. We do have many types of cards: the paper, the wooden cards, and the sustainable card, and the metal cards. So we do have many types of wooden cards, and the SaaS platform, which has so many features, like you can personalize your profile, you can personalize your
Okay,
card.
so what I want you to like for example, because a lot of people will be listening to this, like when I want to like I'm in Nigeria, for example, can I access the NFC? Like can I be able to access the NFC you are selling or your service as um, is
Of
it to
course,
get a
yes.
virtual card from you to use in Nigeria, something like that? Can I do that as a company or as an individual
Of
or in
course,
Africa?
we do have a platform. We do have a platform. So it's actually a physical card that we can send it anywhere in the world. And yes, and we do have a virtual profile. I can share it with you later to
Okay.
see my profile. And you can have all your business informations, or as a student as well, you can put your informations, like for example, here, if you're a researcher or what you studied, like a CV, you can use it for whatever you want. And then we have this uh, part in the platform that shows you the dashboard, we call it. So that shows you the statistics of how many people checked your profile.
Oh,
And also you can keep the data, which is like
yeah.
not like paper business cards,
Yeah.
not like a black hole. You can save the data from connecting with the other person. Like for example, I give you my contact. Just right in the same profile, you can just click with one click and save the person's contact and share your contact as well. And that contact goes directly to your CRM. So we do have this integration tool in the platform that helps import or export the data that you have or the contacts that you have. So it's good for businesses and any individual, I would say, who uses paper cards.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting, and it's also innovating. Like I'm just thinking of how this would like go a long way to save us from using a lot of paper and plastic. I think some people use plastic as cards, like they use plastic as cards
Really?
sometimes. Yeah, I see plastic cards. I've seen plastic cards before, and even ATM cards. ATM cards are also plastic, so you can see like when the APN expires, what do you do with it? You just trash it, and you trash it. You know it's plastic. It does not degrade. It adds to the debris in the environment, and it also causes a lot of problems. And
Damage.
yeah, so
Yes.
so I think if it's possible, maybe you can use NFCs for also ATM cards or stuff. Though I used to be I used to be like an advocate or a fan of Web3. I'm a fan of Web3, not used to. I'm a fan of Web3, and in the in 2018 to 2018, 2019, before the COVID and after COVID happened, 2020, 2021, there's this thing called NFT. I don't know if you know it. If you heard about NFTs, non-fungible tokens in Web3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I've heard, but I don't know much about
Oh
the
yeah. So
NFTs, but
that's
I've
in,
heard
yeah.
a lot about it.
Yeah. So that's in Web3. So I'm just thinking if it's also possible to maybe instead of having physical cards, you could have like NFTs as cards. I don't know how possible that would be, but I'm just thinking out loud, just to think out.
That's
But
a great, that's a
yeah.
great idea.
So no way. It's also it's interesting what you shared, and I'm sure that the audience listening will know that it's better to use a virtual card rather than having a physical paper or plastic card, and that will help us sustain the environment. Because imagine 1 billion people having paper cards or plastic cards all around the place, and these cards at some point maybe they trash them or they throw them around and everything, and where would they be and how would the environment look like? And it's good to also always think about the environment where we live in and how we can take care of the environment. Like there's a movie I watched, they talk about Mother Earth, like we have to take care of Mother Earth and ensure that she's okay, and we don't just take from her, but we make sure we tend her, we give her the care that she needs as much as possible. Thank you so much, Nassima. Like you
Thanks
really
to
shared
you.
some insights and some great stuff that we
Thank
we
you.
have learned from you today. And I hope that next time when we call on you to come on TechSculptics to share more about what you do, you are going to oblige us and join us on the show, right?
Of course. Yes, for sure. I'm a tech sculptor.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thanks to
so
you
much.
for
It's nice.
inviting me. It was a real pleasure, and I really hope that I'll, I mean, people get educated on how to use our daily tools, because everything can be used in a good way or in a bad way, and everything we have can be used. So yeah, let's recycle everything.
Exactly.
And keep sustainability up.
Exactly.
Stay sustainable and educate people. If you see someone not doing it right or not doing something, that's how we learn. With
Yeah.
ignorance we
Yeah.
learn. So
Yeah.
just tell the person that what they're doing is not correct, and help change.
Yeah.
So by talking, things change. A lot of
Yeah.
things change.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really
Oh,
appreciate you.
thanks to you.
Thank you. So, bye.
TechSculptics, where the future's bright. Innovation, we're reaching new heights. Gen Z millies, we've got the beat.